Aloha, welcome. This is Natasha. So today I am doing kind of it's a late posting of the Spellbinder small and large die of the month for February 2020. I actually had this video ready to go like 3 weeks ago, and I'm only now getting around to doing the voiceover. So yeah, we're gonna just roll along with it. So I'm gonna be taking this Tim Holtz purple foiled cardstock. And also I'm going to be taking some specialty paper from Spellbinders, and I'm going to be using this like light colored wood grain paper or cardstock. I'm going to be cutting out the purple foil with the little circle die cuts that has the little leaf or foliage inside. Okay, and I'm going to be cutting down my wood grain piece and just adhering that to my card base. I'm going to be adhering the circle dies with some liquid adhesive, placing it on the left-hand side of the card, just as so. And this, the wood grain cardstock or whatever it is, it's very dimensional, so there's a lot of dimension on that, so I'm not going to add any dimension on the card whatsoever. So I'm taking my sentiment strip there, adding that with a little liquid adhesive and putting that at the bottom, and the sentiment reads, "A note to make you smile." Okay, and then I'm going to be adding on the right hand side, you see like the little crystal dewdrops on the side. I'm going to be adding that on with some matte molten medium. And that's it. That's gonna call it for this card today. Okay, so I'm just pulling it up. You can see all the shine from the foil, and that's it. It's a very Asian inspired card, I feel like. So, all right, let's move on to the next card. I'm using the large die set, and I'm gonna just be cutting out some random pieces from that die in some gray watercolor cardstock. And I have a pre-made card base here. I was going to use it on a previous project. It didn't work out for that project, so I just kept it on the side just for future project, and that's this project here. Okay, so this one I am going to be adhering the die cuts. I'm going to be using some liquid adhesive, and I'm also going to be using some foam adhesive just to give it some dimension. So you'll see here, just going to be placing the pieces down. So that first piece was just liquid, and then that second little piece is some foam adhesive, so there is some dimension to it. Okay. So here I'm taking the two like wonky lines. I'm going to add some adhesive behind that, and I'm going to be using a thanks die cut that I cut out of black cardstock, and I'm going to be adhering that right on to those two die cuts. And I'm going to be taking a couple more pieces and just adhering them on some foam adhesive and liquid adhesive just to add a little more. Okay, so this card is super like whimsically kind of wonky kind of card, I feel like. So what I did do is I went through my stash of sequins, and I have a container, like maybe some of you have at home, but I have a container full of all kinds of different sequins, different colors, different brands. And so I just went through the whole bunch of them and picked out the ones that coordinated well with the circles that are already on the background, and I just adhered that with some liquid adhesive. Just super fun, very kind of like a childlike card, but very whimsically. And I'm using some Nouveau shimmer pen, and I'm going to be adding that to the thanks die cut. Sparkly, fun. I really like this card. Okay, moving on to the next card. So I'm using 6 different colors here. You could push the pause on the video here to take a look at the different inks that I use. They're from different companies as well. I use first this cornflower from Hero Arts. I'm just going to be using some blending brushes and blending it onto my white panel here. And this panel is just a scrap cardstock, so I'm not too sure what brand it is, but it totally left the blending on it was not good and it was kind of splotchy, but it's okay. I'm going to be cutting everything out anyway at the end of it. So I moved on to Green Hills from Hero Arts. I'm moving on now to Mango Sorbet from Altenew, and be blending that on as well. And I'm gonna move on to Hero Arts. I believe it's Orange Slush. Yeah, Orange Slush. It was Simon Says stamp. I'm sorry. I'm just basically blending on colors of the rainbow. That's kind of my thought, like a really light pastel-y rainbow. Moving on to Cotton Candy by Altenew. And then I'm going to be using, I believe it's Simon Says Stamp Thistle for the purple color. Okay, and then just blending it all out, and then I'm just going to be taking the die cuts from the large die cut set and just cutting out as many as I possibly can from this panel. Okay, so there they are, all cut out, different shapes, different sizes. And I also, then I moved on and I took some craft cardstock. I'm gonna be using this die right here. It cuts out the insides and not the outside. So I ran that through my die cutting machine. And as you can see, it leaves a bunch of holes. There you go, you can see it better there. I inked it up with some vintage photo around the edges, and then I am also going to be spraying it with some shimmer. So here I have some purple shimmer mist, and then I'm going to be doing some gold shimmer mist as well, and let that dry. I also took another one of those dies from the set and I cut out that top right portion. So my idea is to put a couple of those pieces of paper that I cut out with the ink blending on it and just adhere it to the back part to pop out the color. So I'm just going to add some liquid adhesive straight onto the die cut piece itself and adhere it to the back. Just like so. Okay, and then I did that for the top right hand piece as well. Okay, and I'm just going to be laying pieces on and popping them up in random spots, and also just using some liquid adhesive in random spots. So it was just kind of this card came together as I went along. It wasn't anything that I pre-planned or knew that I was going to do in my head. So it's just kind of wonky. I feel like this whole die set here is just kind of wonky. It's just kind of whatever you feel goes. So that's what I did. Stick the top piece, that blue piece on the top, and then I do a couple more pieces on the bottom. And I'm gonna be, I think I ended up putting a sentiment strip on in the middle of the panel there. So I did want to leave some room for that. Okay, so there is the card semi-completed. I am now going to be taking my sentiment strip. Your kindness means so much. And I'm going to be taking some gold ink and I'm going to be just kind of brushing it along the edge. You've seen me do this on videos previous, just to give it a border around of a really nice light gold touch. Okay, so I'm just going to show you, oh, you can't really see too much, but just a little hint of gold really makes it pop. So I added that with some foam adhesive, and then I'm just going to be adding some gold sequins from Simon Says Stamp and some random spots. Okay, and then that is it for this card. I'm just going to show you up close after I have everything adhered, put on. And that's it. Okay, let's move on to the next card here. And this card, I am going to use the teal colored Tim Holtz foiled cardstock, and I'm going to be cutting out the same 3 pieces as the first card, but I also cut the same thing out in white cardstock. And then I just used the circle die that came in the kit, and I just cut out some blue patterned cardstock. Okay, and I'm going to adhere all of those together. There's going to be the blue patterned paper, then the white die cut, then the teal blue die cut on top. Okay, so I'm going to prep my card base first. I took some craft colored cardstock. I'm going to be adhering that onto a white card base. I trimmed the sides a little shorter so I can have a white border. And then here I'm just going to be doing what I said earlier. I'm going to be adhering everything together with liquid adhesive. Okay. And then what I'm going to do with this one here is I'm going to ink up just the circle part so that the foliage on the inside is not attached, and I'm going to just kind of make it wonky so it can lift up. Okay, so I did all 3 of them, and I'm just going to adhere them onto my card base with some liquid adhesive. And then I have another sentiment strip there. I adhered that with some foam adhesive. And then I am going to be adding some, I believe it's clear sequence. Yes. So clear sequence with some matte multimedia. Okay, and then here is the final card there. Okay, I'm going to be showing you some still shots of the cards that I made today with this Die of the Month set. Here is the teal colored cardstock. Okay, and then the purple foiled card came out really cute as well. They all came out really cute. But anyway, so thank you so much for stopping in. I appreciate you. I appreciate stopping in. I appreciate you looking and watching my videos. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already to see new videos that I'm going to be posting. Also follow me over on social media and Instagram and Wong Yuen Designs. All right, I'll catch you on the next video. Mahalo, and thanks for dropping in.